The engine crankshaft. The crankshaft is the heart of the engine's rotating assembly. Its main job is to convert the up and down movement of the pistons into rotational motion. We are working on one of the most important components inside an engine, the engine main bearing cap. The main bearing caps are a critical part of the engine's bottom end. They hold the crankshaft securely inside the engine block and maintain the correct position of the main bearings. Because the crankshaft rotates at high speed and carries a significant amount of load, proper inspection and correct installation of the main bearing caps are extremely important for engine performance and reliability. Before starting the job, the engine must be properly secured on a suitable engine stand or workshop support. All necessary tools should be prepared, including socket sets, torque wrench, cleaning tools, measuring equipment, and bearing inspection tools. The first step is to gain access to the lower section of the engine. Depending on the engine design, the oil pan, oil pump, and other components may need to be removed before the main bearing caps can be accessed. Once the lower engine assembly is exposed, we can see the main bearing caps installed along the bottom of the engine block. These caps are normally secured with heavy-duty main bearing bolts or studs. They are designed to withstand enormous forces generated by the rotating crankshaft. Before removing anything, it is very important to identify the position and orientation of every main bearing cap. Each cap should remain in its original location unless the engine manufacturer specifically allows interchangeability. Mixing the caps can create alignment problems and may cause serious engine damage. We now begin loosening the main bearing fasteners. The bolts should be loosened gradually and in the correct sequence. Avoid removing one bolt completely while the others remain fully tightened. A controlled loosening sequence helps prevent unnecessary stress on the crankshaft and engine block. After the fasteners are removed, the main bearing cap can carefully be separated from the engine block. Some caps may come off. Its main job is to convert the up and down movement of the pistons into rotational motion. This rotational power is then transferred through the flywheel, clutch, or torque converter, and transmission to drive the vehicle. Because the crankshaft operates under extremely high loads and speeds, its condition is critical to the overall performance and reliability of the engine. Before beginning the inspection, the engine is securely positioned in the workshop. The lower engine components are removed so that the crankshaft can be accessed safely. The first step is to remove the main bearing caps. Each main bearing cap must be kept in its original position and orientation. These components are precisely machined together with the engine block, so mixing their positions can create alignment problems. The spray quickly penetrates the oil and grease deposits, helping loosen dirt from the metal surface. We allow the cleaner to work for a short period according to the product instructions. Next, a clean workshop brush is used to work the cleaner into the dirty areas. Special attention is given to the corners, bolt holes, grooves, and seal retainer surfaces where oil and dirt can accumulate. As the brush moves across the surface, the piston plays a major role inside an internal combustion engine. It moves up and down inside the cylinder and transfers combustion force through the connecting rod to the crankshaft. Piston rings are equally important because they help maintain compression, control engine oil, and transfer heat from the piston to the cylinder wall. Before installing the rings, the piston must be thoroughly cleaned and inspected. We check the piston crown for carbon deposits, cracks, overheating marks, and other signs of damage. The ring grooves around the piston are also inspected carefully. Any carbon or dirt inside the grooves must be removed because the piston rings need enough freedom to expand and contract during engine operation. Now we prepare the piston rings for installation. It is very important to identify each ring correctly. Depending on the engine design, the piston may have a top compression ring, a second compression or scraper ring, and an oil control ring assembly. The rings must always be installed according to the engine manufacturer's specifications. Never assume that all piston rings are installed in the same direction. Some rings have markings, letters, dots, or other identification marks that indicate which side should face upward. Thanks for watching the videos. Share it, and wait for new video.